you might know from that that hasn't been the best 2 weeks of training I've ever had. What we need to be seeing is a lot of green. So for all you OG viewers out there, you'll know that I'm taking on the British Masters next week. It's the British Masters Track Championships in Newport next week, and I'm heading down there. For the past, what have we been now? Maybe 12 weeks we've been training towards it. We've taken all that fitness that we had from the kind of Zwift season. We tried to implement that into a challenge that would be complemented by the training I've done over the winter, and we thought Track Championships would be a good place to start. British Masters Track Championships is going to be something that you can't take lightly. It's something that you can't just rock up to and win, but it's also a competition that I am capable of doing all right in, as long as I put the training in. And we're now a week out. Last week's training vlog you can see up in the top corner. If you've not done it already, it was a tough one. It was really tough. And to be honest, this week didn't get much better. So let's pick up the story. It's 6 a.m. in the morning, Saturday morning, and I'm off to the track. Supposedly this is one of the fastest and best SQTs you could possibly do down at Derby Arena. I guess it's endurance based, so it'll hopefully be lots of laps and lots of efforts, but ultimately I hope it is a session with people of similar ability, because I guess what I need to be practicing right now is those efforts in little small groups, or just sitting in, just practicing again, getting close to riders, getting in and out of riders, finding gaps, seeing gaps, and just getting my racecraft back on, really. We'll be a winners. Winners. Breathe again, let your heart begin to see again. All you want is to believe again. There's the fire burning. Some may say all this time is wasted. It's not wasted. We're moving on, feeling like we're weightless, so weightless. Weightless. We'll be a weightless. Weightless. Just give me all your love. I promise it's enough. Been fighting for too long. I could change it for you. We'll be a winners.
Yeah, boy.
That was just a warm-up. I need to work out what gear I've got on here, because I'm spinning like a madman. 48-16, and I think some of these are on like 90-inch gear. It's fast. It's very fast. All right, so I thought I'd take this opportunity while I've got this footage to explain a little bit about SQTs, what they are, what's involved, and what we got up to on this Saturday morning one. So SQTs are structured quality training, where we're doing specific drills throughout the 2 hours of the training session, mainly endurance based. Sometimes they throw a few sprints in there every now and again, but the majority of it is endurance based, and that's what the majority of people come to the track for. So as you can see here, we've got a massive line of riders on the blue. So here we've got the fast group on the blue, and all we're doing is setting a pace that, well, we're trying to set a pace that we're all comfortable with, but you can see there that there's a rider at the front taking off. On the opposite side of the track, there is a small group of slower riders, and they're on the black line. So obviously they're covering a shorter distance, and we're covering a longer distance, but because we're going faster, in effect, we should even ourselves out and maintain that half lap gap all the way through. This is already getting towards the end of the session. We did I think it was 40 laps this one. As you can see, riders are starting to go left, right and centre all over the place. The coach also shouts to us and lets us know how many turns we should be doing on the front. So is it a full lap turn, half lap turn, quarter lap turn? And at one point, I think we were just trying to get off the front as quickly as possible. This could be quarter lap turns, I think, or half lap turns, maybe. Half lap turns by the looks of it. And then once we got into the session and we're down to maybe 15 or 10 laps, he brought us down onto the black, and then it was an all-out effort to try and chase that slower group. We'd already overtaken them on the blue, so at this point here they're kind of just behind us. You can see the coach there briefly just pointing over to the turn 3 as that's where the slower riders were coming out. So it was our job now just to chase them down. And this is where it started to sting a little bit. So you've got probably 4 riders on the front there. We started shelling riders out the back here, and I think I might have been last man here. Alex drops in again behind me there on the discs, and at this point I'm thinking about racecraft. I'm thinking, like, let's pretend that this is a race. What am I doing? What do I have to do? There's 3 laps to go. Ideally, I want to be 1 wheel back from here because this guy is probably going to take half a lap, maybe a lap. And if he does, I'm going to be straight off the front. But he ends up pulling a massive turn there on a full lap. So that's 3 laps to go. I'm sure that should be down to 2 now. But he's still pressing on. So with 3 laps to go, in a race situation, I'm not in a great position here. I'm not in a great position. Oh, it is 2 laps to go. Ideally, I should be picking Alex's wheel up there and going over the top, but here I was cooked. I was like, you know what? I just haven't got anything left. So I eased up and just cruised in. But Alex there, he smashed it, got up to the front of the slower group there. Good work.
You got partner? Yeah. Oh? You got partner? Partner? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Sorry. Cameron, you're right, he's a wanker.
So moving on to the next session we did, this was called the Poor Man's Madison there, and you can see that Alex swung up right in front of me. He just finished his effort and that put me into my effort. So with this, similar to a Madison race, just without the hand slings, what we're doing is riding up in front of your partner, and then that initiates your partner's effort. They drop down into the well of the track, and then it's almost around a 3-lap smash fest. So all you're doing is trying to get back to your partner as quick as you can so you can sling them back in, and they can get their effort done and you rest up. And this was a really tough one. It kind of plays into my strengths there a little bit. As you can see, we had a 3, so I swung up there just behind Alex and our teammate 3-Man Madison. Never heard of it, have you? And there you go, he's now swung in. It allowed us to actually get a little bit more rest, so quality session all the way through. And these SQTs are great for developing track skill and developing speed. How was that, Pritch?
Have you ever heard of the term biting off more than you can chew? It's my own fault. Oh my god. Right. I think it's time to reassess our goals. Pritchard. Normally on SQTs you find people who are just kind of not fast enough, not they're trying the hardest and they're trying the best, but unfortunately their effort isn't helping your effort. Ideally what you want is someone faster than you who can tow you along, and oh my god did I find it today. And oh my god, I'm worried. I am very worried. I'm not even worried about, oh no, I might not medal in the Masters. I might not finish the Masters race. There's 2 guys in there who I presume are racing Masters. One's definitely in my category. One potentially, if he's had a tough paper round, he could be in the category below us. So, might not need to worry about him. But oh my god, they were rapido.
All right, let me give you some context of this one. So this was Tuesday. I'm out on the road and I'm doing 45-second efforts. I'm not going to go too much into the details of the session. All you need to know is 45-second efforts, flat out. All right?
So what I want to try and do with these next ones is go in a little bit quicker, because I think I'm going in a little bit too slow, which is meaning I'm having to do too much work at the start, so a little bit more gas before we get going. 4 to go, 4 to go. I mean, this recording myself doing this, and this, and this, it's all for effect. But the point is, it's all to try and make you feel like I'm going through hell, but it's just cycling, it's just riding, but it's just so frustrating when you feel like you're going well, you feel good, you feel fit, and someone issues you some training and you go, yeah, I can do that. I'm going to smash that. And then you end up smashing it. But for the past 2 weeks now, all I've saw when I've gone training is, I don't know, I've just been defeated before I've even got near it. And the closer it gets to nationals, I'm feeling like I'm further away than I was. So these sprints today were 45 seconds, and I said, I texted Jimmy and I said, how do we do them? Do we go into them and wind it up? Do we go into them flat out and then hang on for grim death? Or do we, like I say, wind it up, like you're chasing on to an effort, then you're holding that effort, then you're going round it to sprint finish? And he was like, just go all out. Just hit them hard, go all out. So that's what I did. First effort, out the saddle. I'm almost at 10 temps, Pushing, sit down. I feel good, I feel great. 6 seconds to go, back out the saddle, little spurt, out of breath, little bit of lactic, nothing major, sweet, all right. Wind it up again. All of a sudden, I drop back into the saddle, and I'm like, oh, all right, I'm working against this. It's not going to get any worse than this. This is where I'm normally at. This is kind of my uncomfortable comfort zone now. Like, I can handle this amount of lactic, and I can handle this amount of power, and it's good power. This is good. This is it. Boom, boom, boom. Get out of the saddle at the end, and I'm like, ugh. And I think, right, okay, maybe I've gone in a bit too slow at the start, and I'm not taking anything with me towards the end because I'm hitting the gradient and I'm not going in flat out. Let's try and go a bit faster. So I push in a bit of an seat acceleration, then go. And I think the third one I got all the way to the end, but again, before I'm even in the saddle, my legs are just going, but I don't feel like my legs are mine anymore. What I felt, or what I thought I felt a few months ago, just isn't there anymore. And it's not been there for 2 weeks. I don't know. Anyway, today's training is done and dusted. Tomorrow could be a better day. It's Wednesday now, and I'm going to need a miracle if I'm going to get through the next training session. I'm not taking that chance, so I'm going back to this. I'm going to try it again. AMP Human Performance. This is the supposedly ingenious invention of, instead of bicarbing up and drinking bicarb, this contains bicarbonate soda. Rub it on your legs. It's supposed to make you feel great. I can't quite remember if it is good or not, but today will be the day when I actually say, do you know what? This is legit, or this is shit. When I said my legs, it's not really my legs, it's mainly just my quads. It's my quads that are feeling it. I don't want to get too far out on this shot because, yeah, I'm not wearing any pants.
So you guys want to know if this stuff works? Well, I'm going to have to say, I don't think I've got any here. Oh, here we go. This stuff, AMP Human Bicarb Lotion, PR Lotion, it's called. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go, I can count. Who knew? I've got 5 of these samples to give away. I reckon they can go in the post, can't they? I'll wrap them in a bit of cling film just in case they spill. If you want to win one of these, leave a comment down below. I'll just pick someone at random if you want one. Try and be in the UK though, because postage and all that. My legs felt great, and what I noticed and why I believe that this stuff works, right, is because burning the lactic, it was all in my quads, right, And that was where I was worried about. That's where I've been feeling it the most over the last couple of weeks, right in my quads. I stick this stuff on. I don't know if it's placebo or not. I don't know. All I can tell you is that I put this on. I went to the track. I did repeated 500 efforts. So anybody that's been on the track, it's kind of like a standard session for the track, really. 3 blocks of 10 minutes at the top of the track, just rolling round. Top of the track, rolling round, getting a bit of endurance in there. And then my efforts were 3 blocks of 4 effort, and the efforts were 2 lap flat out or flying 500s. So you come into it flying, and then you do 2 laps, and then you pull up, and then you go 4 laps around the top, back into it again, and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. Rest, 10 minutes rest, and then repeat again. So it is a real. It's a tough session. It's a tough session. That's the only way to describe it. Bearing in mind as well, being a track sprinter, I would do, on my 500 training day session, it was normally a Friday morning, I would do 4 500s in the space of 2 hours. It's a tough session, but what I didn't feel was any lactic here. I felt a little bit, as you'd expect, but that kind of lactic build-up, I just never got. I got more pain in my hamstrings and my glutes, and I didn't put any of this on them. I don't know. Right, quick question as well, and this is one that I'm hoping that someone might have a contact and can hook me up with. Let me know in the comments below what your go-to skin suit is. Let me know what your favorite skin suit to race in is. Let me know if you've got any contacts anywhere in the bike industry which will allow me to be able to buy a skin suit cheaper than the full retail price, because this bloody racing game is expensive. I forgot how expensive it is. Now, don't get me wrong, I've got skin suits, but the skin suits I've got, my own skin suits are short sleeve and I want long sleeved. And the only long sleeve ones I've got are obviously my my Team Scotland skin suits, which you are not allowed to wear. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you've not done already. It really helps me out. It really helps me out. And don't forget, leave those comments down below. 1 week to go.